Rain don't wash away the blood in this city, just spreads it thinner. The Rook, big bastard. All muscle, no brains. Square as they come.
Are you lost, rat? Or maybe you forgot whose alley this is. You don't just wander into my square without paying the toll.
I ain't here to pay, just passing through.
Passing through. You know how many pieces have said that right before they got knocked off the board.
You always talk in chess metaphors? Or is that just for the muscle show?
That little voice in your head. It should have warned you. You don't step onto Rook territory unless you're looking to get flattened.
I know exactly where I stepped. Just didn't think the bouncer would still be standing here after all the kings he backed went down.
Watch your mouth. I've broken guys for less. You're just a pawn. Cannon fodder that got lucky.
Maybe. But even a pawn can cross the board and take out the big ones. You just forgot that part of the game.
You've got brass. I'll give you that. But brass doesn't stop a crowbar.
And bluffing don't stop a bullet. First step's always the hardest, especially if you're the one in the way. The knight was a jumper, never came at you straight, always from the side.
Heard you've been taking pieces off the board. That true, pawn? Or just alley gossip?
Depends who's asking, and how close they are to falling off next.
You always talk like that? Real tough guy stuff. You know most pawns get cleared off by the third act, right?
I ain't most pawns. I don't march, I adapt.
Yeah, well, you're standing in my L-shaped shadow, friend. And I don't take kindly to surprises.
L-shaped. Funny thing about knights. Never hit you straight. Always sidelong. Fancy footwork for someone who never aims for the front.
Front's too predictable. Side doors get you closer to the king, and no one sees it coming.
Except me. I see the angles now.
Careful, pawn. You're talking like a piece that's forgotten what it is.
Maybe. Or maybe I just remembered I don't have to follow the rules. He came in sidelong, but I'd already mapped his moves. Even the flashiest ones fall the same. They say confession cleanses the soul, but in this town, it just dirties the booth.
I expected you sooner, pawn. The streets whisper, and when they do, I listen.
You always this dramatic, or is that just the incense talking?
You're walking a tightrope between revenge and damnation. Both lead to the same fall.
Fall's already happened, Padre. I'm just picking up the pieces on the way down.
Still sharp, but that sharpness cuts both ways. Tell me, how many souls have you taken on this crusade of yours?
I stopped counting when the names stopped mattering. Just titles now. Rook, Knight, Queen.
And what am I, pawn? A bishop caught between diagonals? Or just another piece you think you can tip?
You're the bridge between the truth and the next shot. And I need a name, not a sermon.
She waits for you in velvet and regret. But be warned, not every queen serves her king.
Good. I'm not here to play house. I'm here to end the game. He gave me a name, a face, a memory dressed in velvet and smoke. Next stop, the Queen's Court.
He came in with the rain, dripping guilt and blame. Lit a match on my memory and watched it burn away. Love in this town's a gamble. With heart
She moved like melody and burned like bourbon, the Queen.
he kissed me like a promise, then vanished in the smoke. I wore red like a warning, and heels sharp.
You look good in the dark, Pawn.
He said,
But then again,
like mercy,
you always did.
I've taken
Still drinking red, I see. Matches your lipstick and your last mistake.
Don't be cruel. I may have picked the wrong side, but I picked you first.
You picked a crown over conscience. Now the game's nearly done, and you're sitting pretty in a velvet trap.
You came here for answers, not judgment. Or maybe for one last dance.
I came for the king, but you're the reason the board got bloody.
And yet, here you are, drink untouched, gun loaded, heart still bruised. Tell me, which of those are you really gonna pull? Just don't flinch when I don't beg.
Whichever one ends this, begging was never your style. She played her part, a final sacrifice for a king that never loved her. That left one piece, the crown, and I had one move left. And then there was one, the king. Always thought he ruled the board, but the board was mine. The Rook was all muscle, thought fists could hold a kingdom. The knight danced in circles till he tripped over his own blade. The bishop hid behind riddles and smoke. And the queen, she knew how it would end. Didn't beg, didn't blink. Now the board's clear.
You've made quite the mess climbing your way up here. Spilled a lot of blood to reach me.
I didn't climb, I crawled, through every lie you built this empire on.
And now what? You expect applause. You're still just a pawn. One move, one purpose. Disposable when the board resets.
Maybe, but you made one mistake.
Only one mistake. And what might that be?
You let the pieces think for themselves.
I let them exist. You think this city was ever anything but chaos before I gave it rules? Power is order. I brought structure to the street.
You chained it, not cleaned it. And now the chains snapped.
And when you take me out, what's left? An empty board. No more game. No more purpose.
Then maybe it's time to stop playing. I wasn't made to win. I was made to survive. And surviving meant taking the crown. Checkmate. It doesn't end with a bang, not always. Sometimes it's just the sound of your own breath in the fog, knowing there's no one left to chase and nothing left to run from. Rook went down swinging. Knight thought he could dance around consequence. Bishop traded prayers for secrets. The queen, she burned too bright to fade. I wasn't made to win, just to survive. But maybe surviving means losing parts of yourself on the way. They won't write songs about me. They won't need to. The board's clear. That's enough. I crossed the board one square at a time, and when I reached the end, I didn't become a queen. I became a ghost. They called it the last move, but the truth is, there's always another game.